Avocados just seem like the perfect food. They're very filling and nutritious, and they actually made it into one of my previous videos that I've done on the top 4 longevity foods. So they are a very healthy food, which is why I personally have them every single day. And so in this video, I want to go through what exactly is in an avocado, what makes it healthy. Let's begin. Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven. If you haven't met me already, thank you so much for tuning in. And this video is going to be all about avocados, which, believe it or not, is actually classed as a berry, which surprised me because you would think it'd be more like a vegetable. We kind of eat it as if it's more like a vegetable, and there's really no sweetness in an avocado, but there you are. First fact on the video is it's actually a berry. Now, avocados are packed full of nutrition, and so just some of the things that it has in it is vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin K, B2, B3, B5, B6, folate, magnesium, potassium, copper, and manganese. So it packs a lot of nutrition in an avocado. And it also has a couple things in there that often we tend to be quite deficient in, like magnesium, B6, and potassium. And interestingly, we often think of bananas being high in potassium, but the avocado has more potassium than a banana, and it also has less of the sugar. So if you're wanting to increase your potassium, you're actually much better to have an avocado rather than having a banana. Now, the other thing that avocados are high in, like most plants, is fiber. Fiber is really essential for your gut health, for the way that your gut is operating, but also for the absorption of nutrients, but particularly for your microbiome and for increasing the diversity of your microbiome, which is one of the best things we can do for our gut health. And our gut has been coined the foundation of our health for many different reasons, one of them being the fact that all nutrients go through it and therefore fuel the body, which is really essential. But there's also a really strong link with the gut and the brain and really most areas of the body. So you really want to keep your gut healthy, and one of the best ways you can do that is by keeping your microbiome healthy, i.e. the good bacteria in your gut. And one of the best ways of doing that is eating a good variety of plants, and particularly plants that have a high amount of fiber. And avocado is one of them. One avocado contains around 14 grams of fiber, which is roughly half of the amount that you need in the day. However, most of us in the West don't tend to get enough fiber in the day, and that's often because we're not eating enough plant. So the avocado is a great way of getting some good fiber into your diet. Now, I think one of the well-known things about avocados is it's very high in fat. Now, before you turn away and run away from avocados, it's actually a good thing, particularly because it's high in a good type of fat called monounsaturated fats, and more specifically, oleic acid, omega-9 fats. So you may have heard of omega-3. We often supplement with omega-3 because we don't tend to get quite enough of it in our diet. And you want a healthy balance between omega-3 and omega-6. But omega-9 is also really essential. And in one of my previous videos, when I went through the top 4 longevity foods and I spoke about avocados, one of the things that pretty much all of them had in common was that it contained a good amount of oleic acid, the omega-9. And so there's been linked with omega-9 and longevity. And so a really good thing to be introducing to your diet. But it's also really important that you are getting fat into your diets. The low-fat diet, I don't believe, is necessarily the most healthy diet, because fats you need for the proper absorption of nutrients, including your fat-soluble vitamins, including vitamin A, D, E, and K, etc. And a vast amount of the tissues in your body are actually made of fats, including your brain. The majority of the tissue in your brain is actually fat. And so if you're not giving your body some healthy fats in your diet, you're not actually giving your body the tools that it needs to be able to build these tissues and to be able to renew these tissues and keep them healthy. Fats are also very good for your skin, along with some other fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin E and vitamin A. But if you want really good skin, you need to make sure that you're also getting some good and healthy fats in your diet. Now, an average avocado is around 70% fat. Now, the great thing about avocados is it's almost no sugar and very low in carbs, which is, I think, is a healthy way of eating. I think when we're eating our food, we want a low amount of carbs. Really, in an ideal world, you don't need any sugar at all. And then you want a high amount of protein and fat. These are the macronutrients that are really going to give you the building blocks that your body needs. But your body doesn't really need sugar. It will make its own sugar in the body from the fats and from the protein. And then, of course, if you're getting a little bit of carbs in your body, then that's going to convert into sugar quite easily as well. Now, avocados are also high in antioxidants. Now, the primary role of an antioxidant is to clear out the free radicals in your body, which help to reduce and prevent cancer. The free radicals have been shown to be one of the causative factors of cancer. And so if you have things in your diet to reduce that, that's going to be a really good thing. Now, there's a couple of types of the antioxidants in avocados specifically that have actually been shown to be good for your eyes, particularly for reducing macular degeneration and cataracts. So a really good thing for your eyes, and particularly also in combination with some of the nutrients that it has in there that are also good for your eyes, such as the vitamin A. Now, as I mentioned in my previous video on the longevity foods, avocados there's one study where they saw an 11% reduction in mortality in those that had avocados long term. So I think we can all agree it's a fantastic food. I absolutely love it. I have it on my toast with egg and a salad for pretty much every lunch that I have. And I have half an avocado with that lunch. Now, if you want to see that video that I did previously on the longevity foods, I highly recommend to check that out, because I go through a few other foods that are really healthy to have a little bit each day for proper health and longevity, etc. So you can check that out in just a second. But as always, don't forget that you can get 10% of Vivo barefoot shoes. These are minimalist shoes that I personally wear every single day. You can get 15% off Fuzzy, which is a natural deodorant that doesn't contain any of the harmful chemicals that traditional deodorants contain. And you can get 10% off Athanaze, which is a superfood specifically formulated for men. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.